27 reveal out now, and the campus huddle having over 100 pages. I've been able to play a few hours of the beta, and I'm going to tell you the top 10 most impactful features ahead of the launch this year. Let me know in the comments below what you all think of these new features, and be sure to hit that subscribe button to stay up to date all things college football. While these are in no particular order, I am going to save the 3 or 4 biggest ones for the very end. So to start us off, we have the new pay to win coach ability within Dynasty mode. I do want to preface, these aren't needed to play the game mode or even to have a great time while using it, but it does make the rebuilds that you're going to be doing a heck of a lot easier going forward. With the new Rainmaker ability, you have 4 ways to lighten the load with easier recruiting and things like discounts to facilities and to your coordinators. Along with this, if you have the new Madden and you decide to start a coach there, you'll have more connected abilities with that as well. And when you create a coach in College Football 27, you get 4 more abilities, and these all revolve around talent acquisition and talent development. The second on this list is for those PC users, so sorry to all my console viewers, but with the confirmation of the game being on PC, we will see the creation of mods coming to the game. While I have not heard much from anyone in the community about what to expect, if we look at Madden's modding scene, we can anticipate a bunch of possible features. From things like new updated score bugs, tattoos for players, new overlays for the menus, and even more in-depth ones like CPU logic updates and possibly even pre-made recruiting classes and portable draft classes. While none of these are confirmed, these are similar mods to what we've already seen in the Madden community. And actually, when I was looking on Reddit today after recording this, I did see a few templates for possible features. The one here on screen is a fully in-depth roster customization tool that you can use outside the game to edit different rosters at a very easy and quick pace. Getting into some of the coaching topics now in College Football 27, you are going to be able to hire any coordinator in the game during the coaching carousel. Coordinators from NDSU all the way up to Alabama, or if you need a specific type of coach like an elite recruiter, you have the option to go and try to poach one of them from an elite program. In this updated system, you'll need to commit to paying them a certain salary with your Dynasty points, and they must have a solid interest as well, or they're never going to come to your school. While no coach is a guarantee this year, it does open a lot of options for our coordinator selection. Thinking in the same vein, we have a newly revamped coaching carousel for our coaches, and with that we have the ability to apply for any job we want. Finally, after so many frustrations, it's in the game. So if you think you can make the jump from a James Madison type school all the way to the Ohio States of the world, you can attempt to, and the game won't lock you out. While it's still no guarantee you get the job, it's at least nice to have the option to apply to that job if you want it. Along with another revamp of how coach points accrue, we are getting a refresh to the cost of coaching abilities. No longer is it a standard 10 points to upgrade all 4 tiers. In College Football 27, you have an increase at each level. So in Tier 1, it may cost you 15 points, but Tier 4 is going to cost you 30. On top of that, elite abilities also saw an increase as well over their base counterparts. The Tier 4 of those can go all the way up to a base cost of 40 points. While we are getting 25 points per coaching level now, it's still going to be extremely hard to find that perfect coach build, and you may have to sacrifice a few things to get the top of the line abilities. With all the new stuff already discussed, this one may seem a bit small, but it will have a big effect in your later years at your schools. As you progress in your career, even with just a single team, the AD will have increased expectations every single year. So you may start out only needing 4 wins per season, but once you hit that threshold, in the next coming years, you may need 6, and then you may need 8, and so on and so forth. Along with other things like upgrading certain facilities, making the postseason, and signing top classes, it's going to be extremely variable on the goals you need to keep your job. The difficulty of these expectations will be highlighted by the new school temperament style, and you can see that before you take the job. Some universities will be more understanding and may not fire you if you can't meet their goals, but others will put you on the hot seat for missing a single expectation regardless of your past achievements. Our 7th change for the list is the new verbal commit system. While we saw a glimpse of this last season with the commitment battles, it is expanded on this year. No longer is it a race to the finish line, but the recruits will now verbally commit to you before they hard commit, and any team in the top 3 has a chance to change their NIL offers to boost their influence or add more hours for a final push. So if it's a premier recruit, you may want to divert all your resources to getting this guy, and you might have to overpay on the NIL to get him to commit, but managing that will be what sets players apart this year in Dynasty. While the last 7 topics have all been great and should impact the game in a significant way, these next 3 are far and away the most impactful and will change a lot of how you play Dynasty. The first is a new stadium builder and team builder coming to College Football 27. You will have full control over how the stadium is laid out, and if I heard them correctly, you should have the option to update this at the start of each year. While some players may not use Team Builder as much, this is far and away the biggest thing that has been added to the feature. Next up, we have the new Upgradable Facilities and Facility perks coming to Dynasty this year, with over 30 new abilities from things like reduced NIL requests to more development in the offseason. This will be a key to making a winning program, but it comes at some major costs and time investments. Upgrading will cost anywhere from 700 to 3,100 points and will take multiple weeks, possibly even a season or two, to upgrade the facility and then the perks within them. That is going to add a layer of decision making into the game we haven't seen before. If you plan on moving up the coaching ranks, do you want to commit to a 2-year upgrade and over 1,000 points to get a small boost when you may not even be there to use it? Or do you want to spend more on players and see immediate returns for your money? Those 5-year rebuild videos are definitely going to take a lot longer now. Lastly, we have the single most impactful addition, that is the NIL, and along with it, the new school budget point system. For better or worse, EA has added the real life system into College Football 27, and it is going to be a very hard thing to manage. As you start out at a small program, you will have anywhere between 500 to 1,000 points in your budget, and a single 3-star recruit can cost anywhere from 60 to 150 points for one single year. Oh yeah, you have to also pay your current players during the offseason, so if you don't budget correctly, you could lose a lot of your top talent in the offseason. Along with player costs, you now have to budget for coaches and facilities, and both of these are steep investments. While you can always get those 2 or 1 stars in the recruiting ranks for free, having to pay coaches is still a real feature, and the AD may want you to upgrade your facilities this year. So you are going to have to pick and choose, and it still may not be enough to keep your job. While this may be a headache for some, there is a toggle for the CPU to manage it, but with how it's managed other things in the past, you may just want to learn the ropes. But those are the top 10 features that are going to be most impactful this year, in my opinion. And I think these rebuilds this year are going to be insanely hard. I mean, with those new NIL systems, it's going to be very, very difficult to rebuild them in a handful of years. But I think it being more realistic is super good for the community. So I'm very happy they did that. But as always, I appreciate y'all tuning in and hope y'all enjoy. And I'll catch you all in the next one.